So first you're going to open Power Director, and then you're going to go to the T on the left for text. And as you can see, there are some custom titles in there that I've already done. Every time you create one, it will automatically save unless you delete it. So every time you open Power Director, the same titles will be there that you did for a previous video. So this is one that I did. And as you can see, I have a few more. So here's a different one. I just want to show you guys kind of what they look like. So right now I'm just dragging them to the bottom, and if you notice, there's a blue line popping up right where they touch. So that's pretty much the program telling you that it's right on the line. So this is the one I did for my YouTube channel. And it's going kind of slow. So if you want the text to speed up, all you have to do is click on it and then shorten it. Go to trim only, and then I'm going to do the same thing for the next ones because I don't want to just sit here showing you guys a text on the screen. So now I'm going to play it again. And these are just examples. You can pretty much customize it however you want. There's a lot of fonts and styles in here. So now we're going to go to text only, which is where you create a new text from. And all these are actually the same. It doesn't really matter which one you open because you're going to customize it anyway. So they're all the same. So I'm just going to type something in here. So it kind of went off the screen. I'm just going to click on it and drag it up. And also to put it in the middle, on the left, right there, it shows that if it doesn't work for anything that you're doing on this, just click on the word or highlight and it'll work. And that goes for everything on here. Sometimes the effects or the font won't change. It's just because you need to click on it because this program has the ability to change each word different. So it's not going to necessarily change the whole font. And this part's pretty easy. Just type it in there. And put it in the middle. So now I'm just gonna save it, and you can enter whatever title you want. Hit enter or OK, and then hit OK at the bottom, and it'll bring you back to the original screen. So now I'm just gonna drag it down here and add it. And so I can see how it looks. Now I'm gonna make another one with some effects and different fonts on it. So first I'm going to go to Effect and Starting Effect, and you can do this in any order. It doesn't have to be in a certain order. If you click on each of these, it'll show you what they do, and sometimes you might have to speed it up or slow it down once you do it, because when you go back to look at it after you put it on your video, it might just pop up instead of coming into the screen. So all you need to do is slow it down a little bit by stretching out the bar, but we'll get to that. So these are just some examples of some text, so I think I'm gonna use that one for now. And then this is where you do all the colors and the shadows and the outlines and the fonts. So these are character fonts, and I'm just gonna pick one of these for now to show you guys how to change it. So that's the default color and font. And that's the wrong one, so I'm gonna just ignore that and go to font face. See where it says 2 color gradient? You can also drop that down and change it to 4 or none. So I'm just gonna change the gradient colors just to show you guys. It's really simple once you get into it. So I fixed that. Now I'm going to, and you can also unclick any of these just to remove them if you decide you don't like the extra on there. So now I'm changing the shadow direction. And then distance, you can make it to 0, or you can bring it all the way to 100. So now I'm going to change the border. Yeah, I like it better without the border, so I'm going to just leave that unchecked. That I'm going to leave off. So I think I'm going to leave that like that. And let's add a reflection. So you can customize it to be touching the letters or pretty far down, and then you can also change the opacity, if I'm saying that right. So I don't usually do 3D because, as you can see, it doesn't really make much of a difference, but I'll just show you guys. And this is just to move it around, make it bigger, smaller, the width and the height, but I like to just use my mouse and click on it and stretch it out how I like it. And then you're going to push the space bar if you want to see how it looks. And for some reason you have to let it play all the way through or start it back at the beginning, or it won't let you do anything else. I'm just gonna play with this one a little bit. And the reason I'm doing two separate words here is because I'm going to have the word text come in after customized. These are motion paths, so it pretty much shows you what it does with the pattern, but I'm not really a big fan of using these, but for some reason they're a little slow and I just can't get them fast enough to how I like them, so I don't really use the motion paths too much. But here's a couple examples so you can see. And then you're just gonna hit no if you're trying to change it. It's just asking you if you want to save the motion path, so just hit no. And again, you just have to hit the space bar to make it work. So I don't know what's going on here. There it goes. So see how the text came in at the same time as customized. No. Let's try this one. And you can move this around however you want to make it on the screen, off the screen, or coming onto the screen, or even starting on the screen and going off. You can pretty much do whatever you want. So I'm going to hit the space bar to see how it looks again. Kind of slow and off a little bit. So I'm going to try to make it go off the screen and see how that looks. And let's move this over. That is how you make the other words come in after, and you can add a bunch more text too. So now that word text should come in a little after customized. I'm going to show you one more. I don't really like that one either. But I'm going to try to speed up the word customize dropping. So I just made that a little smaller and then I moved text over so it still comes in around the same time. Let's try this one, see how this one looks. And you're not gonna just go on here and just get exactly what you want. So you're gonna have to play with it and mess with all this stuff to get it exactly how you want. And you can also customize the line too. I did that on accident, but you can pretty much maneuver it however you want it. Save it. Hit OK, and then hit OK on the bottom to go back to your video. double click on this if you need to open it back up. So I'm just going to drag this down here. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. And so when I drag it down, it kind of is blending with what I have on top. It looks kind of cool, but it's messy, so I'm just going to uncheck this box for the video on top, and that'll mute the video visually. I'll make this a little smaller so it comes in a little faster. Well, except that part. Part's so slow. So these are other ways to look for the stuff. You can just hit the drop down and look up what type of effect you want. Sorry, my mouse has a little trouble sometimes. So now I'm gonna move this over a little bit and hit the space bar. Okay, that looks a little better. Drops in faster. So see, it still has that old one on there because I have not deleted it yet. So I'm going to go down here and click that, hit delete, and then I'm gonna drag the new one down here. It does not automatically change the text that you already put in the video, so you do have to delete the old one in the video and then bring down the new one that you did. So now I'm going to put this text with the other videos. And if it doesn't fit, you're gonna hit speed up to fit and it'll automatically fit it in the space available. See, the blue line there means it matches up. And then I'm gonna crossfade this one. So while the other one's fading out, that one will fade into it. So that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the video.